So we are trying to learn and understand about custom activity in UiPath. Till now, whatever we have used are pre-built activities that are built by someone like UiPath or some other developer, and created some activities that take some input and perform some action and gives you some output. That's what we have done till now. Now, what we are trying to do is trying to build our own activities, and we need to work on those activities or we need to use them on different projects. Only catch here is you will not be able to deploy it to production as of now. Major reason is you must have complete enterprise license to work on custom activities in the production level. So whatever you're trying to learn now, mostly it will be the same activity, what you have done since past couple of days to deploy into production, but we will be doing it in our local machine into our project. Now, there are two ways you can create custom activities. Before that, custom activity is a kind of reusable activity. Now, when I say custom activity, this means that there is some piece of code you are reusing it multiple times rather than working on multiple different properties. So I'm saying someone called object repository. Someone mentioned object repository. G1. Is it like an object repository? Yes, you can think of it like an object repository, but within custom activity, you can add object repository also, like object repository components also, you can do that. If you want to show code, if you don't want to show to a user, what should you do? You can write it and you need to deploy the package, but you need to deploy without the workflows. Now, if you give it without the workflows, it means they will have only the NuGet package, but they will not have any code within their environment. User can directly use it without knowing underlying code of what is written in the code or how the code is written. Nikhil, now you are using multiple applications, right? Like calculator or your notepad. But do you know how they work and what's the code that's written to make it work?
No, we are only seeing the outer interface of that one.
Correct. In the same way, our custom activities also, if we have the code, we can definitely know how to use it. But if we don't want, then we need not have it. Now, one more way of understanding. We worked on APIs, right? Now, to work with APIs, we need to understand the API code. We need to know how to parse the API and how to create into data table. Is it right?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, with custom activities, you can create some custom activity that reads an API. And once it reads an API, it creates into form of data table and then gives you just the data table. So making an API call, everything is done inside the call. Only you are able to see the output. Let's just see with a quick example. I'm creating this creation with a GitHub project. Okay, going to into my UiPath in 30 days, issues, create a new issue, create a component with custom activity. Along with this, the problem statement is to add two numbers. Okay, develop a custom activity to add two numbers. This is what I have. Submit a new issue. So this is my project ID, copying my project ID and going back into my UiPath. Now we should not go with process or robotic enterprise framework. We need to go with a library. This is the template for creation. And we can just copy the detail that we mentioned here so that if someone is using it, we'll be able to understand. And let's go ahead and change this one from here to our GitHub developer source code. Okay, I'll keep it over here. And then creating Windows VB project. Great. Now, whatever we are doing here, this is not what we will use as an end goal. Now, we are doing this only to create some activity. If you double click on new activity, you will get something the same interface. And here, let's go ahead and add a log message. This is just to show you how things will work. Log message. And then let's write hello world. In this hello world, let's go ahead and debug the code. So now are you getting hello world program over here or hello world message over here?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now, when you are publishing it, you will have publish options to publish it to shared field. Let's just see if this works. I really hope it should work, but let's just see. And then hit on publish. If you see here, publish of this failed because package cannot be published to a shared field. So it's showing you that this kind of packages cannot be published to a shared field. Understood?
Yeah.
Now, how to do this? Change it to publish options and keep it to your custom, and whatever packages, like I have a specific folder for packages, documents, UiPath and packages, and I'm clicking on publish. So this is my package folder. Previously, I have created few other packages. So this is continuation of it. And this is my creation of custom activity, component creation. Click on OK. Now, to use this one or whatever I have created, to use this, I need to create one more project. So this is used only for development and the other one is for consuming the component that we have created. Let's go with a simple process and 11 custom component consumption. Okay. And then consume custom activity. Click on create. Done. Now, the next activity we must do is click on manage packages. Okay. I have this one already created, but let me just add one more. Click on this plus button. This will give you the custom component. Name it as custom activities or Vajrang custom activities. Okay. And then hit on this plus button and map it. Downloads. Okay. It's in the documents, UiPath, and then you need to give packages. So this is the folder where my packages are stored. Select this folder and then hit on add. Okay. It's already saying that there is already something with packages. Let's go ahead and remove this. Okay. Let's go ahead and add this. If you're seeing, I have multiple other components also, but this is our component, right? That we have created just now.
Yes.
So you are not developing projects, but you are developing the activities now. Click on save and then hit on save. Now here in the install packages, now can you see that there is a new activity component? So whatever workflow that you have created here came as an activity. Every workflow will be an activity. Okay. Now click on debug. Can you see hello world program message?
Yeah.
Did you write any code for this one?
No.
No, right? Now let's go ahead and make some changes. Instead of new activity, let's add this as addition. Rename it or just mention this as hello world. Okay. And we'll also create one more workflow. So every workflow will be a separate activity addition. And let's also create something. Okay, let's go with addition. Now for addition, what do we need? Two numbers, right?
Yes.
Before we go with addition, let's go ahead and write log message. Okay, in this log message, we'll just go ahead and write 2 plus. So you can validate this one, but you cannot use it in the production level. Now, can you see this file?
Yeah.
To work on this one, you need to again deploy. So every time you make a package change, you need to deploy the package. Again, the package got updated. Can you see second one that's updated now?
Yes.
Now, observe carefully. Here in the usage, how many activities do we have under our custom activity component? Only one, right? So
Yeah.
now we need to add. So this is like upgrading your apps. Okay, the user or developer released a new version, you are upgrading it and you are hitting it on save. Now that app is getting installed in your mobile device, so you get the latest packages.
Yeah.
Now, if you can see my previous activity with name, new activity is still available, but this is replaced with this new activity. Let's just see why it's not coming as like hello world, but we'll see that. Now, along with this, can we see addition over here?
Yeah.
Go ahead and add addition. Now go ahead and click on debug. Now along with the addition, hello world, can you see the value file?
Yes.
Okay. One simple
So,
way to understand this. Go ahead.
Yeah. So here we cannot see that which are the activities which are present in this. Like in yeah, right. We
Yeah, you
cannot
can see it, right?
open
In the
this.
activities panel, you have addition and new activity.
No, like inside this, which what are the activities which have we used in this? Like log message we have.
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Now, even if you go with create folder, you cannot see what is there inside this activity, right?
Yeah, right.
That is, so you are building the activities itself now.
Okay, so we have to give the name like this addition. So it is doing
Correct.
the addition.
Correct. Now here it's not giving you like custom activity or name, maybe because of few details. Let's go ahead and see the properties and try to find if we can give some values. Activity layout. So here if you can see this is new activity, change it to hello world. Now you can also give some help link. You can also give like icon and you can also give some default like something like this.
You
Okay.
can customize it, right?
You can customize that. Now, like instead of addition, okay, now addition is static. Now, how many times you run this will be 5 only. Is it right?
Yeah.
Now, how can you take user input?
Can add the
Make them as arguments. Okay. First number, second number. So will these be integer values or string values?
Yeah, integer values.
So change them as integer and change this to first number plus second number. Save. Now, if I go ahead and debug it, code is working. So with the answer is 0 because both are empty.
Yes.
Now click on publish. Since we are making update, we are publishing it again. Publish. Now it's saving in the same place. Now this is the same way how your applications also will work or your app store will work. Google or Apple Store will store all their codes in one location, which all of our mobiles have access to. Okay, that's how it
Yes.
is pulling up the information. Now in this
Right.
custom activity, just click on update and save.
So it is automatically upgrading the version, right? 1.0.3.
So whenever you take as a new published version, it will store as the version IDs like 0.1,
Yeah.
1.2, 1.3. Like this,
Okay.
you will have as many files you have in that folder because we mapped it. Like go and look at that location. So you will come in this, you will get it in the same way. So now if you see in the activities, you will not have new activity. What do we have now?
Hello world.
Hello world.
Exactly. But in addition, do you see two other values, two other properties coming in?
Yeah, yeah.
So that is 2 and this is 10. What if I give ASDF? Why is it throwing error?
It's integer.
Correct. Let's go ahead and debug. The value is 17, is it right?
Yeah, right.
But in our activities, normally we'll take one input and give some output also. Is it right?
Yeah, yeah.
How to give this as an output? Any random guess?
We just need to create a one more argument as out.
Correct. Sum, the value is out and this should be an integer. Now instead of adding a log message, we'll write the function over here. Like what we should do. Assign what must be done. Sum equal to
First number plus second
first
number.
number plus
Second.
second number. Hit on save and then debug. So every time you do something, just go ahead and execute and try to find. Now, since we are making this, now every time we cannot have this as upgraded versions, right? There should be some pre-release versions, something that only developers should access, but which is not stable. So if you click on check on this one, this is a pre-release version, and that's how you see activities with preview in the activities. You
Yeah,
see
right.
something called preview, right?
Yeah,
So
right.
when someone clicks on this one, now if you go to manage packages and if you see this one, we still have 103 only, right?
Yeah.
What happened with this preview version?
Not visible there.
In this filter, there is include pre-release. When you include that, now you can see the pre-release version. So everything that is alpha versions are pre-release versions. Okay, click on update. Save. So we'll not release alpha versions to end users. We'll release only the stable versions. Now, can you see the two values are still in place, but we also have some now? Press Ctrl K as this is sum, and then let's go ahead as a log message. In here, let's go with sum.toString. Clear? Okay. What if we want to do subtraction?
Same we can do.
Yeah, just go ahead, right click, make it as copy, paste, because it will create a duplicate. Rename. Okay, this is subtraction. Along with changing this one, change the properties also. Activity layout. So this is subtraction, and it's accepting like first number, second number, and output. Click on save, and now here instead of sum, difference. Okay, and here this became difference, and here we'll get first number minus second number.
Minus.
Control S and publish again. So publishing is mandatory to see the changes in the specific location. Okay. Now to work with this, let's go ahead and manage packages. Again, you need to upgrade the package. Now, will we do all these activities every time? I would say no, we'll not do all these activities every time. Instead, what we will do, we'll create all the codes and we'll check in this package. And once we deploy it, and we will use it in the production. And there also we'll do test. Now, if you see in the activities, I think there is some error. Let's go ahead and see.
Yeah,
So we
you
have two things. Addition. Let's go ahead and add addition. Okay. So this is addition activities. This is subtraction. There is some problem with this first number. We need to see what are the properties that changed. So I'm still going with 2, 10, and this is okay. Subtraction, I think there is some error that came in. Let's just see. So if you can see, these are changed, right? Instead of having it as sum, we got now like addition. Let's just see if we can get addition. Okay, this is addition, but in addition, we are getting difference. Okay, and in subtraction, let's just see subtraction, we are getting it as sum. So there is some change that occurred.
Yeah.
Because in addition we should have sum, and in addition we should have sum, and in subtraction we should have difference. Let's see why that's changed. Now in subtraction, this is what changed, because instead of directly opening it, I changed the values in addition.
Yeah.
That's the reason it changed. Let's go ahead and cut this into subtraction, cut this, add it to this one, and this becomes sum. So all this that I'm doing now is development or unit testing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then publish it again, publish. So why am I publishing every time?
Create the version here.
To create a new version. Now we can see two activities because we changed the arguments. So anytime you change the arguments, activities will fail. So you need to re-add that activities. If the activities remain same or the input or output arguments remain same, you will not have any difference. So 2, 4. So this is difference. Okay. And we'll add difference after this. Okay. And here we'll add some 4 and 5 5. And okay, I'm sorry, this should be inside this, and here we should be adding sum. Okay, debug now. So -2 is the answer for this one, and
Yes.
59 is the answer for this one. So both are correct? Is it right?
Yes. Yes.
Now, the custom activities are not only used for this. Let's say that I want to add some login. Okay. Go here, add. Let's open a website, vajrang.org. In vajrang.org, go to like samples, challenges. Now here, let's go with uppercase converter. So what this does, it will give me some value, whatever I have entered, it will give me the uppercase text.
Yes.
Okay. Now I can write complete automation into one activity and I can place it. Let's just see how that can be done. Uppercase, I will create one more activity called get uppercase. We can easily get using text string dot to upper to find the values, but we are trying to find a way to use custom activities to do that. Here, what we can do, go to one specific activity. So everything that we need, so we need to open this browser, and after opening this browser, I will go ahead and type into this particular field. Once I typed into, so this one I'll confirm. Now, once I typed into this particular field, I need to get this text, choose get text.
Yeah.
Now this one I will save it as, okay, let's just hold it and save it and then hit on save. Okay, I opened a website. In that website, I'm typing into some value and then I'm adding the value, and this value that I'm getting it as back with some message or uppercase value. Okay. Now this uppercase value came out as a variable. Let's add a log message also. Now in this log message, let's write uppercase. Okay. And here we are getting this as a static value, right? ASDF.
Yeah.
So instead of this, let's give it as an input string.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Input string, and we are getting some value as an uppercase value. Input string, let's go ahead and give Vipul. Okay. Now let's debug it. So whatever code you need to implement to open the browser, close browser, getting information and handling all the exceptions, you can add it into custom activity and give only the activity to a user. So ask user only to use this activity, but you have developed everything. So Vipul, is this correct?
Yeah, it's correct.
It's updated, right?
Yeah. Right.
Now let's go ahead and try to publish. So are we working only on specific editions, or are we also implementing some complex UI automations? Yeah.
You're also implementing complex automation. Within,
Yeah.
I believe after seeing the main functionality or using usage of these custom activities, see, this way, I mean, will be used more in attended automation because it also hides the code as well as other backend things.
It's not like that. When some developer wants to develop something, and let's say that this get uppercase, instead of get uppercase, think this as login workflow for a specific application. Now someone have completely developed automation in with all the exception handlings and everything for an application, and you are using it in 10 different applications or 10 different projects.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Now, if you want to change code, you will change only in one place and you will publish. All the other projects, you will deploy it and you will get the updated package and you will run it. Now, will you change the activities, or will you change the code in one project, or will you change the code in 100 projects?
100 projects.
Only one project, you will update the code.
Correct. And it will
All
once
the
we
other
deploy.
packages, all the other activities will be done by the like you see, I don't have this open, right? Now my code already has information. Like if this website is not open, go ahead and open it. I'm also avoiding a user to give a website URL.
Yeah.
Now it opened the website, typed in the value, entered the value, and then got the value as a message. Is it right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Now we can still make some in enhancement on this. Like these two variables, like if you can see here, this uppercase and input string can be changed into argument. Now this input string we can get it from a user. Uppercase, we can send it as an out argument. Save. Now when you publish this one back, click on this one and publish or update the package to the latest version. Click on save. Now the moment you added custom activities with input output arguments, can you see two arguments created?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now here, let's go ahead and give str uppercase. Now instead of Vipul, I will give my name. Okay.
Yeah.
And then let's just add a log message and then write str uppercase debug. So can you see now? It's also opening the website, or updating the information, closing the website also. Everything is done in this custom activity only.
Yes.
User need not worry about opening the application, closing the application, anything.
Yeah.
Clear on
The
this?
user has to just work on a single activity which we have provided, the developer have provided.
Correct. Now, even in here, we have added some log message. If you want, you can remove this. Let's assume that the website did not open, or this converter, I have some incorrect value that's given. So whenever I give this incorrect value, if I try to run this code, it will not work, right? This is showing some error. Okay. Now, when this is showing some error, what you will get? You need to get an error, correct?
Yeah.
Even that can be implemented, or even the try catch blocks are also can be implemented within this custom activity. Like you can keep everything inside this try catch block. Anything that came in, like you can handle it as an exception.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can again throw it. You can handle it and rethrow it. Rethrow log message. So exception dot message. So exception dot message will give you the message, but it will also rethrow. Warning. Oh, sorry. Let's go ahead and publish this. See, I'm giving by default, I'm giving a incorrect URL. Let's go ahead and see if this works or not. Uppercase, it's trying to find, okay. Why it's still not loading the latest version?
Because we have not created.
So if there is incorrect package, that's the reason we will say like upgrade or degrade the package. Some previous package might be working, but in the latest changes happened in Alpha 5, we did not update it yet. So until you update it, your code will still run. Okay, now let's just go ahead and see. There will be regular questions, or sometimes you, like if you see now this is throwing an error. Like sometimes users will ask, or you will find some reference points stating that, okay, don't use this package. This is having some error. Downgrade the package and use it. The functionality still works, right?
Yes, right.
So this is what will happen. Like if that's still in development and testing is not done completely, you will find some errors like this.
Okay.
Now this is throwing an error. Let's just see what error it will throw. So how much time by default it will wait for some activity to work? What is the default timeout? 30 seconds is correct.
30 seconds, right?
Yes. Now if you see here, we can also see the time. Like 2018 it started, 2020, like after 30 seconds, could not find the user interface, possible solutions it gave. Okay. And again, out of custom activity, thrown an error. Now I'm going back and changing the custom activity over here. Expand. So now a developer will come back and see, okay, what's the error, and he may correct it and he will publish the new package version. Now every developer can use the latest version packages. Now tell me something. A developer published a new latest package and you did not upgrade the package. Now, will you have the changes affected in your project or not?
No.
Not affected, because that's not yet installed into your application.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, now let's just go ahead and debug again to confirm if it is working or not. Yeah, the website came up on top and you can see the results. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
What about others?
Yeah, got it.
So that ends our program on custom activity. I will try to update, like problem statement is almost done. I will try to update the video URL, which is already there, but current video URL, I'll try to publish it. Maybe you can use. And there are no resources that's required. You just need to use your custom activities. So how's the session? You can close it till here, but how's the session?
The session was very nice.
Were you able to understand how activities will be built now?
Yeah, right.
See, there are multiple different other ways to build an activity. Like this is not the only way, right? Because this came into picture after UiPath is created, or UiPath created libraries. But before that, there was something called as custom activity builder in Visual Studio. Now, using custom activity builder, we can still build, but if you are not advanced developer, you can ignore it. But this is simple. Using libraries, it's simple to build custom activities. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, done. I need feedback, then we'll close. Srividya, Nazir, Pooja, John, Jeevan, Raju, Amol. You can unmute and talk.
Yeah, understood, Vajrang. But if we, but this is with respect to local system, right?
Correct.
If we need to send it to someone, then we need to send it as a NuGet package and then install it and correct, right?
Correct.
In managed
Correct.
packages, again, we need to create.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. Class was good, yeah. Nice session.
Okay.
Yeah, nice
For
section.
every
So,
project that
Okay, let's go one by one. Nazir, you were saying something. Go.
Yeah, it's
I didn't get you.
good section. Vajrang. Very good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Amol?
yeah, I continue on Sri with the question actually. For Nugget package, we need to publish on library section on orchestrator, right? For there
Correct.
only we can download from that, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Nikhil, you were asking something?
Yeah, I was asking that let's suppose we have to use the library. First, we need to upload that local package to our studio as a package or
We need to create a package source and map it to our folder where we have the packages.
yeah, then only we will be able to install it and use it in that current. But let's suppose we are using it in multiple projects, then every package, I mean, for every project that we need to map it and install it,
So
and then
once
only
you
we'll be
update in, like once you create a package in your studio, it will remain for all the projects. It will remain the
Okay.
same. Like every project, you need not create a project package source.
We just need to call it. Okay.
Yes.
But
It was very nice session, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vajrang.
Okay, how many of you are looking for jobs or actively looking to change jobs now?
I'm giving the interviews, Vajrang. It's going good. I'm trying my
Okay.
level best. Like I'm giving like 45 minutes now. It took 1.5 hour as IBM as well, but it's going
Okay.
good. Yeah, they are asking about the scenarios.
What,
you
1.5 hour for an interview?
Yeah, yes, they calling to office, Vajrang.
Okay.
The only IBM.
Okay.
Yeah, they're asking live environment how it's going, what you are using over there, like agile or a waterfall, everything like that. They're starting
Okay.
from scratch.
Okay.
Yeah, one by one I'm preparing. Coming to know new ones. I'm preparing one by one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If you can share your questions and interview experience, that would be great, Jeevan. Just message me.
Sure. I will message to you.
Yeah, Vajrang,
Hmm.
I also giving an interview. So I'm only
Okay.
here. So I will
Okay.
also share your questions.
Yeah, great.
Yeah. I
Thank you.
reached to a manager round actually for 3 companies,
Okay.
but not selected.
What's the problem?
They expected a more actually for solution architect role.
So if
They're
you are not
expecting for.
failing continuously for a solution architect role, don't go for solution architect role. Go for a lead role.
Okay, Vajrang.
So if you are not, so do you have experience or not? First tell me that.
Yeah, I have 3 years of experience.
Yeah, but not enough
Overall,
to
overall
go.
overall 8 years of
Hmm.
experience in IT and 6
Hmm.
years in RPA. But with
Hmm.
relevant to UiPath is a 3 and other is a nice APA.
Good. But if that's not sufficient for you, then what I would suggest you to do is don't go for a solution architect. Go for a normal developer role or senior developer role. Even you're getting higher salaries for those roles
Okay.
and or a lead role.
Okay, Vajra. Thank
Okay,
you.
that will also help you out.
Okay.
Okay, done. Anything else? Okay, if there is nothing, we can call it a day. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this session. And we are also starting our new training program from next month. So if you are interested, go ahead and join.